Hi everybody, and welcome to the Electronic Harassment Parent Coalition of Palm Springs, California. My name's Kevin. I'm the host for the show, as you know. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. And this has been a long 6-7 nights. You can see it on my face. I've been working the last 6 nights, and so the blog is been updated quite a bit. And I've been trying to get as much stuff on as possible. Mostly the stuff that I wanted to talk about was, the dramatic part of what it's like to be an electronic harassment victim of this girl, Lisa, who we also call Lori because of emails that we have. Also, I wanted to point out that we have been working super duper hard on this project, and I have a new hero in my life. As you can see from the blog today, you will notice that there is a brand new hero that I have, and his name is Elon Musk, and he's from South Africa. If you don't know who he is, take a look at what he has to say and see what he's doing online. Mr. Musk is a 43-year-old billionaire, but the money doesn't really impress me. What really impresses me about this guy is that he is an innovative 43-year-old man, single father, raising 5 boys in a world where he fears the intrusion of intelligent electronics, which is what we're dealing with right here, artificial intelligence. And he is the guy that is like the Tony Stark character in the Iron Man movies, which I'm a big fan of. And in what I'm calling 6 Degrees of Matt Damon. I know it's supposed to be 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, but don't give me any junk about that. I just think it's more appropriate these days to say Matt Damon. 6 Degrees of Matt Damon, Tony Stark is also the character that's played by Robert Downey Jr., who is also somebody that has been arrested by the Palm Springs Police Department under some rather questionable circumstances. And if you don't know the story, a few years back, actually quite some time ago now, Robert was in Palm Springs and was at the Merv Griffin Resort, and a single telephone call from an anonymous payphone in Cathedral City, you can tell I'm tired, a single anonymous phone call tip from a payphone in Cathedral City got him arrested, with police going into his room at the Merv Griffin Resort. Now, I don't know how related any of that might be to electronic harassment, but for some reason it seems to me that a tip off of a telephone, like a regular payphone, to have a guy arrested in his room for having, I think he had narcotics, and I think he had drugs or something in his room, and a gun, would seem to me a little bit invasive. And I would think that it would be a little bit questionable under these circumstances. Now, so once again, we have a situation where we have Mr. Musk, who is a South African, transplanted here to the United States. He's responsible for PayPal and some other really great innovative ideas, space tech and some other things that are going on. And he has voiced his opinion as of today that I read about the intrusion of artificial intelligence invading our life, and he calls it more dangerous than nukes. And to me, that is a very important thing, because if we could get somebody like this on board, who already is outspoken about what is going on in the world, and actually have him involved in the solution to this problem, we back his point, where synthetic telepathy, which is what they call this, is now invading private citizens' lives to the point where everybody is thinking it's the National Security Agency that's doing stuff like this, and that they're bugging calls and all this other stuff. Well, we all know for certain that what's happening is somebody is accessing the Verizon wireless phone system, and without a court order and without any authority, tapping certain phone lines that are attached to these RFID chips that read our EEGs. And a computer sits there and reads our EEGs and artificially writes them down just like the Dragon program does with voice recognition. This is simply taking out the voice part and using the thoughts that you would use to create speech. And rather than saying it, you're thinking it. Now, you all day long have thoughts in your head when you read an article in the newspaper, or when you make a decision to take the trash out, or when you decide you're going to go walk the dog. You are actually thinking without saying it. And those thoughts can actually be translated into words. And it's not any different than anything else that we already have seen here. Only now we are starting to learn that private citizens have been accessing this type of system now for about 20 years. And I would like to get Mr. Musk involved in this project. I would like to see somebody with that kind of financial backing, in addition to what we already have, getting involved in saying this is what's happening in our world. I mean, he's got 5 little boys, and this is the world we live in. And it could just as easily happen to his kids in the future if someone like him doesn't step up and say, this isn't right. So I just wanted to extend an invitation to Mr. Musk through my team to see if there's something that you can help us do to stop synthetic telepathy. Excuse me. So you can see I'm tired. Synthetic telepathy, and see if you can get involved in the technology and the solution to stop this from happening to our world. I already know that you think that this is a very dangerous way for the human race to proceed, and I would have to, after 30 years of being involved with this, agree with you. I want to make this world safer for your kids. I want to make this world safer for humanity. And I'm all about technology, and I'm all about it helping humanity and serving humanity. But when technology starts to serve humanity like a cookbook, then we've got a problem. That's a Twilight Zone reference, by the way. How to Serve Mankind. Anyways, I just want to let you know I'm not going to post a lot tonight because I am really, really tired. 6 straight overnights with Lisa yelling and screaming at you is a lot. And you can see it in my face, and you can see from my eye that I have a lazy eye. And once this has been going on for a few days and you have to hear her screaming and yelling at you, it turns into this. One more thing that I wanted to point out, and I hadn't pointed it out the other day when I did the posting on transference, is I want police to take a look at that restraining order that was issued against me. And I want you to understand one thing. Those sentiments that are expressed by the petitioner from the city of La Quinta and the city of La Quinta are a transference of my ideals to this person and her ideals pushed upon me. It's a reversal, because what the petitioner is saying is that, now I'm saying all these bad things about her, and something about her sexuality, being a lesbian or something like this. This is the same person that did that to me 30 years ago. And all I said was, I have heard that this person is a lesbian now. I didn't say she was. I said that's what I've heard. And I was looking to eliminate her as a confidential informant for the police, just as anybody else would. You don't go looking for a black defendant in a case by saying that he's white. And you don't go looking for a black suspect in a case and say that he's white, or reverse that. You don't go looking for a white suspect and say that he's black. My information developed was that this girl was in fact a lesbian, and that's what I'd heard. So I went looking for her in that regards, hoping I would find her in the lesbian community. That was all it was. But if you look at the rest of the restraining order application, it talks about her having a 4-year relationship with Sergeant Anderson, and I've had much longer relationship with him than that. Certainly not sexual or anything like that, but we're just friends, and I've known him since I was a little kid. And so that's transferred to her from me. And you see her saying that, she doesn't know somebody named Junior or Christian. And that's just not true. She may not call him Junior anymore because it's not convenient, but it's a reference to her brother Brian. So, who you don't see mentioned anywhere in that restraining order. And, there's other things too about, me becoming obsessed with her, which is not true. I don't really choose to know this person. So, I just wanted to let everybody know that that's what we're working on and that I love you, Christopher, and hope everything is going fine. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.